Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here. Welcome to my channel, and we're going to be using some of the papers that I stamped last night. So if you haven't seen that video, do go and check it out later. These were the results, and I said I'd be back today to have a go making some cards using these one sheet wonders, because I know that you guys like me doing that. You don't like to just leave your hand with just a sheet. So we're going to do that today. So welcome, come on in. So if you're watching on the replay, welcome. Thank you for popping in and checking in. And if you've got questions, do ask away, comment and so forth. And we'll see what results we get. Right, so what I've done is, and I do recommend you do this after you've had a good go with some stamping, is that you grab out from your cardstock, particularly scraps, the colours that coordinate with what perhaps you used ink-wise. So I use Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral, Granny Apple Green, So Saffron. So I've grabbed all those colours out. I've also gone ahead and cut some card bases just to make things a bit quicker. And so forgive me if you, perhaps this is a basic thing for you, but I'm going to go through how a couple of ways, or three, maybe even three ways of how we can cut these up. So this design here, which was the last one that I did yesterday, is kind of self-explanatory. You've got the 4 sections there, and it's basically a case of cutting it, you know, into 4 pieces. When I make cards in the UK, I take our standard size cardstock, which for us is called A4. You guys in the States, you have letter size. And I basically score across and cut in half. So whatever I'm going to stick on here needs to be a quarter of this minus a little bit so that I get a margin. So for me, that's 10 centimetres. For you in the States, it's whatever it is for you. So I'm just going to cut that down to 10. Hi everybody, nice to see you on the live. Who's in here? Deborah, Bev, Subo, Janice. Oh, Sue's working. Oh. Janice, hello. Helen, hello. Anne-Marie, Denise, Forrest, Karen, hello. Who else has popped in? Wendy, Nydia, hello. Martina. Happy wonderful day. Yes. Oh, sorry. Hello, a wonderful day. Hi, Jenny, Janice, Tracy. Hello. Very stiff. Oh dear. Why are you stiff? Hi, Linda. Is this the first time you've come in alive, Linda Gostling? I don't recognise your name. Right, so there we go. I've got my 4 pieces there. I'm just getting rid of notifications. There we go. Right. And to be honest, I don't think it needs much more than that, really. Now, I suppose what might be nice is if I double matted. Should I do that to a couple of them, just so that you can see, like, oh, like this one, it's got a lot of white space down here that kind of doesn't make sense. Oh, actually, the other option you can do is if you've got the dies, like some sort of square or rectangle type dies, then this would be a great opportunity to use that type of thing. So here I've got the rectangle stitched. So we can do a bit of, oh, excuse my messy grid paper. That one's just as messy, actually. Okay, so let's see what would look good here. That one might fit that one. There we go, that's nice. So I'll cut that with that. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, now I've just thought of a technique that I could try doing where I'll cut a thin frame to frame that section. Anyway, I'll grab my big shot first. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I lost my big shot there for a second. I was like, where's it gone? Right, where are all the plates? Oh, here we go. Right. There, I've got that one. Oh, I've got a brand new plate to break into. Right, I've got an idea with this one. Because I thought it'd be a shame to get rid of all those polka dots. So I'm not going to get rid of the polka dots. What I'm going to do is get some melon mambo, and I'm going to cut out another frame from it. So is that the frame that's... Oh, I'll just use that one. This is the one that's just a tad larger. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to cut a middle out of there so I can use it for something else. Okay, remember to do that sometimes. So you get more out of your cardstock. Right, so I'm thinking, what about that like that, that there, and then that there. So it really nicely frames it. It's slightly offset, but I think that's all right. Oh, can you hear that fly buzzing around in my craft room? Cheeky thing. Right, I'm just going to put that just one side. Right, what's the other one I wanted to do? Could cut that down like that. And then with that one, I could cut that out and then pop that one underneath. Let's see what that does. Ooh, I like that. Hi, Renee. Okay, so let's do this one. Actually, I wonder if I'm going to offset it even more. But no, I'll just go with that because it's the first time I've experimented with this. So. Hi, Margine. Oh, have I said hello to Jean already? No. Was it Renee I said hello to? Right, so we've got this one. Just be a little bit gentle in removing them. I was a bit rough earlier and do have to be a little bit gentle. Look, that there, that there. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And this one, I'm thinking just cut a big frame around it really. Or we could cut a frame out with the melon mambo. frame that with a melon rambo. Do another one. Waste not, want not. Okay, so that's done on that. I want a slightly smaller, cut that out. These are a really good investment, these rectangle dies. If you like a really pretty edge, they are just beautiful because they've got a little bit of a perforation, so they're like a faux stitch. But what's great is that there's a stitch outside the line and inside the line. So if you want to use the frame, look, that's got stitching on it, and then that's got stitching on it as well. Let's get a bit of card. I actually like the white on white. It looks very clean, doesn't it? But we'll go with the pink. Simples. I'll chop off the bottom, but that's lovely. I was going to treat myself and get a new glue out. Don't know about you, but I get to the point where I keep using all my old glues, and I spend about 5 seconds shaking the darn thing. Oh, new packaging. So when you order a Tombow now, this is how it comes. Wowee. Okay. This was all the safety announcements that they had to make. Right, so don't forget you can recycle this. This is easy to recycle. That recycles, and I believe this will recycle as well, but you need to put it in your separate plastics. Oh, and it's got the... Or has it always had that? I don't know. Oh, I'm going to get that pesky fly later. I hate the sound of a fly. And then what's even worse is when they stop and you think, where has it landed? Oh, now what could have been fun was to raise this up and have it on some dimensionals, or maybe stick a piece of cardstock underneath to raise it up a little. That would have been nice. I'm just going to get my little mini trimmer here. Just cut that down a little bit. Because these rectangles are not, the ratio of them isn't to the British sizing. They're a little bit more squat, as we say here in the UK. But there we go, just chop the bottom off and that's done. Right, let's bring back this one. I really like this. And I think I'm going to quite enjoy having it against the white. It's very nice and clean. You could keep the plastic like I do and make a shaker card with it. Seriously, let's have a look at that again. What a good idea. Come on, I want some ideas, Wendy. What would you do with that shape? Oh, I know, Carol. I have no idea. Carol's asking, why isn't the mini trimmer available? It was a special offer for people joining up. And I was shocked not to see it in the new catalogue. I honestly thought, come on, Stampin' Up, you know, please make it available. So I think we need to just maybe contact Stampin' Up and say, come on, we want this little mini trimmer. I mean, it could be that it does turn up in another catalogue. We're, you know, we've got a winter, we call it the winter one, but we've got a second mini for the second part of the year coming up. So it could be that it I mean, I'm please don't quote me on it. Don't say Ruth said. This is me thinking out loud. You know, it might turn up. But if you really want it, then contact Stampin' Up. You know, that you can contact them and say, please put it into... I was thinking rocket, Tracy. I did think rocket when I first saw that shape. Hi, Esther. Excuse my messy desk. Right, have I got all of those? Oh, no, not that one. Right. I'm just reminded of a really good tip I saw. Oh no, is that the wrong way round? Ha ha ha. Sorry, I'll tell you about this tip that I saw in a second once I've concentrated putting this on. There we go. I like that because you've got this it's raised up very, very slightly. I think that just looks so sophisticated and lovely. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love that. Right, so here was my slightly off-centre one. Yeah, a tip I saw with the dimensionals was Barry and Jay from Mitosu Crafts. What they do is when they get their dimensionals, they get a pen and a permanent pen, or they use the Stampin' Up stamping blends, and they do this across it like that, so that when you take the bits off, you know that you've taken it off. Isn't that a clever idea? Very nice. Why don't I have this set yet? Karen, I do not know. I mean, how long have you been watching me use this set? When I saw it in the catalogue last year, I was like, that's the set for me. And also the leaf punch that's retiring coordinates with the leaf from this set. Have you done a 3 or 4 tier card like this? Oh yes, Martina, I've done very heavy layered cards. If you just look under my luxury cards, I've done sort of luxury cards with lots and lots of layers. Perhaps not 3 or 4, but it probably feels like 3 or 4 by the time I've finished. Hi Marilyn Arendt. Is this your first time on a live? Did I ask that of the other lady? Hi Mia. Stephanie, Linda. That was it, Linda Gosling. Is it your first time? That's what I asked. Yes, this set is carrying over. If you like the punch though, it's worth purchasing it before the 3rd of June, so buy it by the 2nd of June, because the punch, coordinating punch to this is a bundle, so you save 10%. So in the UK it's £29.50. So if you want to save 10%, then put it on your list to get before the new catalogue arrives. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, and I've just got this one here left. I'm just going to see what framelits I've got in the new catalogue and if there's anything that will look good. ordered something that... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the Stitch So Sweetly. Oh, I'll tell you what might be nice is the layering circles. Ah, there we go. Great minds, Karen. Have a little play with these. Maybe a bit too large, that one. Let's go for that one. And then we've got the scallop that could go around it. Actually, I'll tell you what's nice is the stitch circle. Where have I put those? Oh yes, Marilyn, if you'd like to have a notification via WhatsApp, if you use WhatsApp, I'm happy to add you to my broadcast list. Oh, that was from the last time I used that. This is floral essence mixed with, what did I use? A bit of painted poppies and some very Versailles. Yeah, I stamped this last night. If you missed that live, it is on last night's upload. I've added it to my One Sheet Wonder playlist as well. I like this teaming that scallop with this circle because you just get, look, the little hint of the scallop, which I think is really elegant. And I would like to put it with, I think I might need to go and cut some, but, oh, actually, no, I've got a piece here. I was going to say, I wanted to put it with Sahara Sand this time. Just for a little bit of contrast, but not a lot. I can check the sizing for you. I know that the plates, I think, are supposed to be interchangeable if you've got a big shot already. Obviously, it's not, you know, officially recommended. So, but yeah. Yeah, that's fine, Tracy. Stick with us for a minute. That's a good idea. It would help me watch more, although I'm not always to... Yeah, that's fine, Marilyn. So what you need to do is, so anybody who uses WhatsApp and would like a notification of when I go live, you just need to email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and give me your mobile phone number. Can you also let me know if you're in the UK or if you're in whatever region you are, because depending what region you are, I need to put a code in front of it. So like in America, if you're in America, I need to put +1. and then I'll add you to my broadcast list. So, oh, I'm really happy with these. They've worked out really nicely. I like the contrast of the pink. I'll let you put your comments as to what you think while I just have a little tidy up here. Because knowing me, I'm going to start losing stuff. Haha, look at this, guys. This was my little attempt at, I don't know if anyone saw, it's all the rage now. I can't remember which company it is, but they came out with this die set to do these spy hole cards, and I was trying to figure out how to do it with Stampin' Up product. This isn't quite right. This is a prototype, and it almost takes more effort than it's worth. But look, how cool is that? I was trying to figure out how to do it with the circle dies. Yeah, Iris, thank you, Iris. For yeah, that's the one. Right, just put all the rectangles together. Is this list long now? I still think this is the most wonderful service you provide for us, and I'm very thankful for it. Oh, Martina, you're so lovely. Right, let's go on to another sheet. Let's look at different ways, a different way to cut this up now. So one could cut this, we could do a third. We quite like doing that style of card, I think, where we call it a DL size in Europe. You guys in America call it, oh, is it business letter size? So we'll, for the sake of ease, actually, I'm going to score it at 10.5. Actually, no, I'm going to cut it down to 10. I don't know why I did that. Right, cut it to 10. And you cut this to 9.5. And then you cut off a ½ centimetre somewhere. There we go. Done, really. I wouldn't want to do much more to that. Okay. Right, now the other thing that you can do is, let's have a think, cut this down to, so if I cut that into 5, how many I can get across there, so I can get 5 centimetre, oh no, 7, 7, 7, so that's 7, 14, 20, so 21, so I can get 7, right, so I'm 21 centimetres across. If I cut that at 7 and 7, so if I cut this at 6.5, let's see how, see how wide that, how long that is. That is just over 9 centimetres. So I know what, I'm going to trim that down to 9. I should have trimmed it before. Never mind. This one's very vanilla. The previous one is Whisper White. Can you sort of tell the difference? I don't know how good the lighting is, or how it's coming across on your screen. I forgot to cut this now. So that's 9 centimetres, so I need to cut this at 8.5. There we go, just makes it, frames it a little bit. Then here you can kind of decide, ooh, now which bit do I like the best? See, I'm tempted to actually chop a bit off the top and the bottom there. And don't throw that away, you know, we can use that for something else. This colour is Calypso Coral. Yeah, so that's, let me just show you. Don't know if you can see the difference there. That's very vanilla and that's Whisper White. This is much warmer looking and this is much more kind of trendy looking. And the irony is that I use exactly the same colours on both of them. Now with a card like this, if you find this all a bit too plain around the edge, what you can do is use the similar, well, the same stamps that you used for making the One Sheet Wonder, and you can maybe carry on the design up and down onto the actual card itself if you want to. So. Yeah, this colour combination ended up being quite nice and bright and zingy. Now the other thing that you can do to extend the pattern is to maybe cut some leaves out and have those coming from the frame. And I was thinking of cracking open, there's the new Forever Green, Forever Fern, or Forever, what's the name of that? How is it? This one, whatever the name is of this. I thought of maybe cutting some out and using that. Shall we do that? The only thing I would worry about is whether and what sentiment to use and where to place it. Yes, if it doesn't feel like it has a natural place for it, I wouldn't. I would keep your sentiment for the inside. You know, if it ends up that you're going to spoil the line of the card by trying to fit a sentiment on, just don't do it. You know. Look at these, so these adorable little leaves here. And Stampin' Up have been very helpful to provide 4 of them. So you can cut them out in one go. Oh, I may as well do another cut while I'm here. I've got the big shot out. Yeah, these are the new fern dies. They're not available. It cuts very nicely. I do recommend that you use a precision plate though, if you've got one for delicate dies. Yeah, me too, Marilyn. Yeah, I'm gutted it's not carrying over. I might actually just hold on to mine for a little bit because I like it. Hi, Sandra. Lovely to see you. Okay, so what we can do here then is have a look at these ferns. Now this one immediately I just want to cut in half because it's not helpful having it all in one piece for something like this. Actually, I should put it underneath. Oh, you find that the precision plate warps the clear plate. Oh, okay. So how do you overcome that then? I love the precision plate. If I could, I'd get 2 precision plates and put them on top of each other. Right, I think that's going to be it for that. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to stick it all back down in the right place. Right. Oh, you just don't use it. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Or bake it, says Martina. And it will flatten out. I have heard of that. Oops. Dear. I have to wait for that glue to dry and then I have to remove it. Going to an observatory and out to lunch with my girlfriend. Oh, have fun. Oh, I want to just move that. Oh, I know what. You know what? I've got plenty of others. I don't need to move it at all. I'm just going to figure out where I would have moved it to. There, that's it. Oh, I just thought I fancy just distressing the edge of this a little bit. So if you've got a nail, you can just kind of run it down like that. Or you can use your scissors, like that. Oh, Janice, I know. He's so nice. Has anyone seen on YouTube Meryl Streep and is it two other ladies singing here's to the ladies that lunch. I can't remember what musical it comes from. It's hilarious, but they've done it like they filmed it in their own homes and they sing all the different parts. And they're acting like sozzled. It's very funny. I feel like that's not quite right. It's a bit ski-whiff. Give it a little twist. That's better. Hi, Cindy. There we go. Right. So that's another way you can just add an extra bit of texture to your One Sheet Wonders, is just to put some die cuts and things on there. So that's that one. Now this one, I'm actually tempted to keep whole and then just stick it on a massive card. And then if you want a really beautiful, you've got then space, that if you want a big sentiment to take up the middle, you can. So, ooh, let's have a look. I think if I've got a nice big sentiment I can use. What's that one? Oh, what about wishing you a day of love and joy? Well, I think that's that way round. That one. You know what I've just realised? That'll probably fit in a 2-inch punch. Why am I even bothering with a die? Just need to find a bit of very vanilla scrap. I've got that song in my head now. Oh, and why did I just cut it out before stamping it as well? Oh my word. Sorry guys. Don't copy what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. So stamp first. Find a clean bit. Make sure there's space all the way around to punch it out. That just about fits. If you don't like it so close, then go with a 2 1/4 punch. But what I'm going to do is grab the 2 1/4 now to do the layer. And again, we could do some little leaves coming from that. If you don't have a die cutting machine, we do have a really lovely sort of spriggy leaf punch, this one, which can do some beautiful leaves with. Then the other idea I had, which I haven't tried out yet, so I'll do it with you guys, is using the tulip leaf. Just cut a bit off there. It's this one here. Oh my goodness. A friend of mine's just sent me a picture of me sitting with my kids from a few years ago. I might just show it to you. It's just adorable. It's just flashed up on my phone screen. May I indulge you? "9 years ago." Oh my word. Okay, I'm just going to cover up somebody who's not my child. Hold on, let me get just get a little piece of paper, because this person's put her child in here as well, but I'm just going to cover her up because I don't have her permission to show it. But look. Oh my goodness. Look at a thinner me. This one, that one, is May. Oh my goodness. That's totes adorbs. Sorry, just trying to, don't know what I'm trying to do. Right, anyway, there we go. Isn't that cute? Anyway, back to the card making. No, it wasn't Goldie Hawn. Are you talking about the YouTube thing? Meryl Streep and the lady from what's the name of that lawyer series? The one, is it The Good Wife? And then she's got a spin-off series. Very good actress. And the other lady I didn't recognise. I will try and find it. Right, I'm just adding a little bit of ink to these leaves. No, not Judi Dench. American. Yeah, American actress. Oh, she sent me another one. Let me have a look. Oh, it's downloading. Oh, sorry. Get me pliers. Right, let's see. I don't know how this is going to work. I've never done it on this one before. Oh, this one you can. Oh, there we go. That's fun. That's a bit interesting. So because it is a slightly bigger leaf, you can't really just go in straight and do one twist. You need to do a few. But there we go. That's all right. Looks less like a slug now, doesn't it? You've used a spoon to crease the curved leaf. Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, a spoon would work. Oh, may I update you about something? You know this, the Stampin' mat. It's not going to be available in the new catalogue, but Stampin' Up are actually going to keep selling it. I think they may have had so many people contact them saying, "What are you doing? We use that all the time. How can we not have it in the catalogue?" That they've decided to keep it and to sell it. So even though it's not pictured in the new catalogue, we are going to still be selling it, which is great news because I think it's an absolute must-have item. You know, it's kind of like, got to have blocks, stamps, and a mat. But if you want, you know, good precision impressions. Right, so I'm going to use some dimensionals. If I can find them. They were on my desk a minute ago. Here they are. And I'm going to pop that on. See, look, that is a clever idea, isn't it? Because you know which ones you've taken the bits off. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Barry and Jay. I know sometimes they do watch my videos. Thanks for that tip, guys. When I saw it, I was like, eh? But it makes so much sense when you've got a few dimensionals to take off. Actually, I want to move that one in a bit closer. I'll pop that there. Right, so the reason I've put that on is so that I can have something to work from when I'm putting these leaves in. And I think I'll use the smaller dimensionals to stick these in. Hello, Kay. Sheila says she can see the shine. Oh, I see, on the dimensionals. Yeah, I do some, well, I do sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. No, I don't like that there. It's too symmetrical. Pop that there. That's better. I think it depends on the lighting, to be honest, Sheila. For me. I don't know about you, but for me. Did anyone check out that program I was talking about yesterday? The flower arranging one on Netflix. I watched the second episode yesterday, and they had to make like an item of clothing that could be worn, but it was a flower arrangement. It was just amazing. Yeah, just incredible. So this design that I'm doing here, you cannot go really that far wrong with it. You know, it's you basically have your circle, and you just do foliage around it, really. Yeah, it's kind of quite easy, really. So, oh, flower. Oh, I know what. Let me look it up on Netflix. Bear with. Should be on my recently watched. It's called The Big Flower Fight on Netflix. The Big Flower Fight. There we go. I just want to check these. I want these to go in a bit further, so I'm just going to rip bits of off. I need them to go in. Hi, Connie. Nice to see you. Right. I like juxtaposing the finer, smaller leaves with these bigger ones. Yeah, do go and watch that, because if you've got Netflix, because there are some really good design tips, and they talk about different design elements on that program. So, if anyone is wondered how to get those Stampin' Mats, I use rubber foam and really inexpensive. Oh, there we go. Yeah, anything foamy, rubbery, you know. It depends how much of a Stampin' Up fan you are, Martina, you see. Some people like everything, you know, because it's got the logo on it. Look. So. All right then, Wendy. Do come back. Ooh, come on, don't forget. Right, now it's getting a bit delicate under here. Yeah, Martina, I hear you. You see, there are users of Stampin' Up and then there are collectors. And sometimes we're a bit of both. Well, I am. Try sending you an email at your email address and it came back. Ooh. ruthtrice@gmail.com. Right. I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. Now, do you think I should mount that onto green or another colour? Or shall I audition the colours and see? I'll get a bit of soft, no, so saffron. And a bit of granny apple. And Calypso coral. So which one? Ooh, try crumb cake, says Kay. Controversial. Ooh. Yeah, at least Esther's not yelling today. What about Sahara... what's it called? Sahara Sand Kay. What do you think of that instead? Because that's what I used. I'm worried that the crumb cake will be a bit browny. What about a double mount? Although that's got a little bit of a... it's got a kink in it. Esther's drinking. That's a bit early. On the saffron, then the... Right, while you're all arguing amongst yourselves, I'm going to trim this down. Because I'm going to have to trim this quite a way, aren't I? Because, right, let's have a think. Just take a wee bit off that side. Oh, just saffron, says Karen. Oh, controversial. Now I have got a bit of a boo-boo there. So I know this might seem odd, but I actually quite like the detail all being down here and then it going lighter off there. So let me just measure that. 21C. What's Esther saying? So where are we? So that's 19. Bang on, 19 and a half. I think because this has got a kink in it, I will do my double mount because I don't mind cutting out of this. What did I say now? 12.9. So if I do 13.4, it will be a really thin, tiny little thing around. Oh, the temperature, sorry. Measure twice, cut once. 20. Right, let's score that. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Sound of Music tonight, guys. That is going to be premiering tonight on YouTube. It's one of my favourite musicals. I don't know, I might need to come on later and do a Sound of Music inspired card. Right, that needs a little bit of a trim. Take that down to there. Hi, Liz. Just going to take 5mm off the end of there. Oh. There. The hills are alive. Take 5 off. Oh no, take 5 off the top. Sorry, this is the boring mathematics bit where we just try and figure it all out so that it's perfect. Yeah, quite right, Martina. You tell her. Just keep drinking plenty, Esty. Keep drinking. Gin and tonics. Ooh, why is Eileen sending me a whole load of numbers? Oh, Eileen, has someone got your phone? Or is Eileen sitting on her phone? You're right there, Eileen. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could brush some colour around the edges of this as well. It's really down to personal taste, what you know, how far you want to go with this type of card. Is it the cat? Yeah, it could be. I think it needs a few little gems. What do you think? Do you have some gems on the table that need using? Oh, I tell you what I've got from the new catalogue. These new ones. They're not quite the right green, so I don't think I'll use the green ones. But we've got these little iridescent jewel things. They look like dewdrops. Oh, that's so pretty. Right, might need my tweezers for this. Oh, that needs sticking down as well. I might use my scissors. Right, have those at the ready. Oh, that's a bit too much on there. Take a bit off. Put some somewhere else. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to dry. That's my only concern, so I'm going to be very careful when I move this. And it'll be interesting because it looks quite milky at the moment, those little gems. That's because the glue is white. But I'm hoping that when the glue dries, it should dry transparent, so it should be okay. Oh wow, that sounds very busy, Cindy. Good old homiletics. Good for the soul, eh? Thank you, Margaret. Hi, Christine. Oh, you've just watched the other One Sheet Wonder. Fabulous. You're up to speed. Right. This one. So these new jewels, they've got a flat, they're domed, but then they have a flat back. So they're really great for sticking. I'll just do one up there as well. And they come in 2 sizes and 2 colours. And the green ones, some of them are actually faceted. Oh, that is so pretty. Actually, although it is a different green, because it's got a coating to it, I think it would look all right. As long as I don't lose it. Oh, that thing's got a bit of glue on it. May's been experimenting with food colouring today and making little volcanoes out of baking soda and vinegar. So I got a little bit, my fingers got a little bit blue helping her earlier. Oh, that was the bit with the glue on it. Ooh. Right, I feel like it's a bit bare on this side, so I might just pop in another little sprig. Let's cut that out. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you fell asleep. Oh, that's okay, Levine. It was late last night, wasn't it? I'm just going to chop these down. But that is the great thing about YouTube. You can go in and watch things later on. What's Martina saying? Put it on yellow, then it will look like the green of the card. Good thinking, Batman. Just going to pop this under. Oh no, I didn't take the thing off. I'm not quite at the right angle. Ah, I see that one's moved already. I think it was because I put too much glue down, so it's going to take a while for it to dry. So be very sparing with your glue usage. If you've got that glue that's more for sort of gem sticking, then I would recommend that you use that as opposed to the Tombow. Unless you're very, very sparing with the Tombow. Okay, let's see if I can get one of these jewels because they're so gorgeous. Actually, I want a bigger one in there, I think. I should have got my picky tool. Oh, there's two sizes of the jewels. Ooh. Oh, for goodness sake, Ruth. There we go. Sorry, I know this is not the Stampin' Up one, it's just the one that's on my desk. Yeah, it does look slightly yellower, putting it on the yellow. Sorry guys, I'm all fingers and thumbs today. I'm going to stop there. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Do you love this card? Isn't it lovely? This is just perfect for like a wedding, like a bright summer wedding card. Look at that. Or Stamperia glue. Oh, I've not heard of that one. Oh, I'm zoomed in. That's my problem. There we go. Let's zoom out. There we go. Right, I think I'm going to stop there, apart from to glue this on. So at least I know that I've finished a few cards. I've still got 2 sheets that I've not used. So that's quite good. I might come on later and do that. I had intended to come on a little bit more today, but so sorry the day got away with me. Right, so that's that one. And then, so from that one sheet we got 4 cards. So got those 2. And then that one and that one. And then from the more pinkier one, even though there is pink, there is Melon Mambo. I did use exactly the same colour scheme. So those of you who have seen that video, you'll know. This one, it's ended up more pinky. So these are quite fun. So thank you for watching. Please do remember to give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this one. And I guess if I'm not too tired after watching The Sound of Music tonight, I'll come on and have a bit of a play with this one. So it would be great for a non-traditional religious Easter card. Yeah, it's got those lovely kind of spring colours, hasn't it? Yeah, quite easily. Yeah, gorgeous with the lot of class. Oh, thank you, Connie. I don't know if anyone's called me class. They give me goosebumps, for they're so beautiful. Oh, Lavina. Not Lavina. Martina. I was combining names then. So the key really is to try and stay within a colour scheme, I would say. It's just, once you've you know, if you've got 5 or so colours on a one sheet wonder, I wouldn't introduce another colour set. That's the key really. So I'm a classy lady. Oh, I don't know. I have my moments. Hi, Donnie. Oh, Donnie, you're going to have to watch the replay. I'm just about to head off. Lovely to see you. And for anyone who's wondering about my splinter, I had a look at my wound yesterday and realised that it definitely wasn't out yet. So I used a good old Stampin' Up pick tool and had a go at it and squeezed and it popped out. And it's probably on this desk somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I was so happy I sent a picture to Kay very late last night. I was like, Kay, I got it out! Because we'd been talking about it. So, yeah, it's now healing properly. Yeah, there we go. For anyone that's interested. I know, I was saying about class, I'm not... Well, at least I dug it out myself. You know. I know how to get a splinter out. Well rid of that splinter. It was long. I tell you what, it was like 1/2 centimetre long. As I said, it's somewhere on here. I don't know. Yeah, it surprised me. I was like, whoa. Because yeah. Anyway, I won't go into detail. Yeah, no, it'll heal fine. And then look, I've got some rubbing alcohol here, and I was a bit naughty. I didn't sterilise this before I used it. So I just got a whole load of that and I put it on, so it hopefully would have killed anything. There we go. Sorry for anybody who's just joined my channel. We don't usually talk like this. Oh yeah, we do actually. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. If it's the first time you visited, please do subscribe, and if you want to join in the fun, it's a great way to yeah, be involved in the live, because it's really good fun. So hit that bell button and you'll get a notification. Lots of love to you all. Take care for now. Bye.